African leaders, scientists predicted, the Bible predicted, the Quran predicted it, the Mayans predicted it, Notre Dame has predicted it. The end of the world as we know it, the abundance and the prosperity and the lust and the vanity. Yeah, the world is about to go through tribulation. They call it, some scientists call it global warming. The Bible call it, the wrath and the trumpets and the vials of God. The Quran call it, the Dijaj, if I can remember, you know, and it could go on. The Mayan call it, the end times. 2012, you know, in Ethiopian time is 2019. 2019, something specifically happened that changed the world. It changed the whole world, which was the pandemic. You see, so I'm asking you, African leaders, pay attention a bit. What we need to start to do is to nationalize economics across Africa, not internationalize, nationalize. From Cape Town, South Africa, to Cairo, Egypt, from Ghana to Ethiopia. Yeah, we need to nationalize economics. What does this mean? If Burkina Faso needs tomatoes, it should buy from South Africa, not China. If Angola needs beef, it should buy from Zimbabwe, not America. If, Egypt, you know, it needs textile, fabric, it should go to Malawi. It shouldn't go to Europe. That's called national development, national economics, to bring national independence and national security. We could do it. It's because what makes us different than America? America has resources, but it has a selective amount of resources based on your location. Africa have all the resources humans could utilize to make the best life. If we need gold in Ghana, no gold has Ghana. I mean, most of Africa got gold, but if anything that we lack in one country in Africa, is my point, we should be able to get it from another country in Africa. That's just my point. So you need an international fund. Sorry. Now, we're so used to them getting our business. We need a national fund, an African national fund. And what this does, like in the people in Malawi, if they're known for farming corn, they farm a lot of corn. The national fund will lend them monies to get farming equipment, storage, and manufacturing facilities, packaging facilities. That Malawi could produce corn for Africa first. We're not saying we can do international trade, but nationalism first. What that would do, that would boost the Malawian economy. Eternally, it'll be known that Malawi produces corn for Africa. For Africa. So people from Egypt, Ghana, Ethiopia, Sudan, Somalia, all over Africa. Malawi will be known for providing corn. In every store you go in Africa, you should see Malawi corn. You shouldn't see Chinese corn, Indian corn, white, European corn, or the corn from America. You shouldn't see these things on African shelf. It should be Malawi corn, and we could do that. So why not? We got the money. Some of our African musical singers, I can call you on name, Burna Boy and all of y'all. Y'all got enough money to go in Malawi to, start a manufacturing company, put your label on it, Burna Boy corn, work with the Malawi people and, get a manufacturing, but, it's going to take a collective effort across Africa. All governments of Africa, if not more than 80%, 70-80% of the African governments has to get involved into the national fund, into the national, economics of Africa. Because with 80% of the countries in Africa involved, that's sufficient to run the economy in Africa. Malawi people will be able to sell their corn to 80% of the African market. Tanzania, if they make shirts, clothes, they get the clothes market. If you want good silk clothes, fine clothes, I'm just using these things for example. But the people of that country will know what is their stronghold. Out there in the Western world, the Lucayans, the people of Awax, the original people of the Bahamas, they have seafood. Seafood, yeah, they could provide a lot of seafood. That's the strength. But like I say, that's international. But right nationally, yeah. And once we manufacture to the point where we have an overproduction, then that's when you go into international. You don't jump to do international economics until you secured your national economics. Because if you give away your products and you don't have none for yourself, you still in a deficit. It defeats the whole purpose. Your purpose is to fill your storehouse first so that Africa is independent economically. Then if there's an over, then we can take that over, that excess, because right within that, our own economics, that's sufficient to keep Africa running. The Malawi people will have enough income coming in just from corn to keep them going, manufacturing and pushing. They can buy the everyday things of our life that we use. The people in Tanzania, they could sell their clothes right within the in the national market. Yeah, and you can establish, centers within these countries, you know, that allow the indigenous and the locals to come and, whichever system set up. You have a system set up for those that may not be able to get buildings to rent and stuff, like an open market. And then, you have also buildings, where people could upgrade the level of presentation to their products. And like I say, you have national distribution centers like that provide jobs in trucking and the needs for better roads and the need for international road. Africa needs an international road that runs from South Africa straight to Ghana and straight to Egypt if we already have it. You see? Yeah, we need a Africa international road. You see? And this will allow trucking, even train systems. We need train system from South Africa straight to Egypt. Yeah, yeah, and it's a big project, but that's what we have to do. That's gonna allow us to do that national economics. Yeah, you could ship stuff from South Africa straight to Egypt. Then you have trucks that take in off of the main branches into the different parts of Africa. And then you could break down into the smaller villages and stuff as you go. But you need an international hub. You need a main vein, to feed Africa across Africa. Many more works to do, many more things to come. Black again, loving the house.